Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Pullet reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And it's Lahm. Argentina can break now. And here's Burak Yilmaz. And he's quick to return it. Didn't quite work for him. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. And the ball's come loose here. Milan are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball. Milan still without a single shot on target. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zico finding himself in space. And that has been knocked clear. Milan
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, cracking ball. They're urging him to shoot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
De Bruyne. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's beautifully weighted. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Decent chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Busquets cuts out the pass. Now it's Burak Yilmaz. Zico. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Goes for a shot! In he goes again! He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in...
And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Driving forward. No way through there. De Bruyne. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Yaya Toure. And it's Zico. Now it's Hullet. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's well spotted. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bruno Fernandes. So we've reached the hour mark. Nicely weighted ball. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is...
And the shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Law. Gibbs-White. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Hullet. That's a little off target. De Bruyne. Ronaldinho. And that has been slung wide. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has not gone well. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his way through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Romario. Hullet. He's got away. And the finish! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Hullet proves just a little bit too strong. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne with the short one. Forced to go back. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, now he can run away with it. And this is Hullet. And that's gone loose.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Torres. 30 minutes gone.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's De Bruyne. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard powering forward here. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party over. Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard gets it away. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Torres plays a sharp little ball here. Tries a shot! Goal! Arsenal are level. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shoots! It's loose now. In he goes again! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure. Alarm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's quick to get rid. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that's really well manoeuvred. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Robertson. And it's Cannavaro. Now Van Dijk. Cannavaro. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Looking to play him in. He's found space here.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a searching pass. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Juve is in a really good position out wide. And he's definitely onside. That's it. There will be time for no more. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Played back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So we're still where we started right now. Great vision.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Yaya Toure. Nice interception, well timed. And he can thump it away. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a sharp pass. And it's made its way to him. Produces a cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Played it again. Getting up there!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Yaya Toure. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's well spotted. Milan
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Rijkaard. Rijkaard! Oh, it's hit the post. Nice looking ball. Maicon. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Romario. And it's Hullet. Hullet making a dash for it. Romario. Hullet. Chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Milan, number 14, Messi.
So off we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Romario. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Dembele.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well played and well cleared.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And he's managed to get free. That's an excellent interception. But that has not gone well. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, nicely intercepted. Forwards and with intent. Iniesta.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Romario. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Girassi. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal.
Substitution in progress.
Romario might just make this. Shifted upfield. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Substitutions taking place.
Another moment of magic, a real wow. And the shot! Oh, good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed. Real chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Elise has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Lam. Yaya Toure. Nicely aimed pass.
There will be
Lam
3
picks it up
minutes
now.
added time.
And the pass is intercepted. And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that is the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Bruno Fernandes claiming the man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Lam. That is good strength. And that has put a halt to things. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
No, that's been intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. First quarter of an hour gone. Little pass back. So Dembele! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Nesta. Still goalless at the moment. It's Dembele! Not a bad try by any means.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Milan are looking to break at pace. And here's from Mario. Adams.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Backward it goes. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, this looks sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Batistuta. Dani Olmo. He's got away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Saliba gets it away. Koundé makes the interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. That gets us going once more.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, can he get onto this? Conte. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet, who can single-handedly make a difference. And it's made its way to him. Dani Olmo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kukçu does really well to win the ball there. Lahm, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good.
Bullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Milan have their second corner now. Towering header! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Some resolute defending there. And it's from Mario. And he's picked out the run. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Saliba cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Pull it. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Thuram cuts out the pass. And there's a searching pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's where it came from.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nesta gets over and intercepts. And he's gone looking for safety. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Quarter of an hour played. Space for him to turn and look. Elects to cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Chance here to counter. Toure running with the ball. And it's Yaya Toure.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Girassi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Dembele. Lam has the space to scheme. And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Might be it's Dembele!
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Bullet, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today,
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Almost an hour gone.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Roberto Carlos. He's found a way through. Swings in across. And that should get the job done. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Hullet. And that could set him on his way. Girassi finding himself in space. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. He has found the way through. Delivers with whip.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 27.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Ibrahimovic. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That has been slung wide. Pass is just off target.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. And it's Gerrard. And the shot's on here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Girassi! Incredible! Just incredible! Wow, would you believe that? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Lorenzo Insigne looking every bit the turbocharged menace that he is. He's raring to go here.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of his, Peter. Very technically astute, and he uses his pace really well. He's a great threat in and around the box, and he can beat defenders with a little bit of skill or just drag them out of position.
He certainly puts in the hard yards, doesn't he?
And then some.
Toure deals with that comfortably.
Cruyff clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico goes for the shot. It's loose, and there's a race, and another try! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Over to the right flank. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, good spread. Bale gets into a good position. It's Bale! Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot.
Rummenigge. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Lam. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Lam got a long way forward to join the attack. Bale, he has found the way through, and this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Again, a brilliant save.
Cruyff really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bale. Wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that has been knocked clear. Rummenigge. Goes looking wide. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Zico. Opts to play it back. Milan are still that goal to the good. Lorenzo Insigne. Can he spark a counter here? Can he latch on to this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and event.
And hit! Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Zanetti. And here's Bale. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, drives it in, punched away. Bruno Fernandes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A case now of complete control. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Romario! And somehow he kept it out.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is well cleared. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pinches it off him. Now it's Insigne. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And time is up. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Bruno Fernandes, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, he's having a shot! Tries to pass it through. And he's whipped it across. That's a decent clearance. Bruno Fernandes. Yaya Toure. It's a searching pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. First quarter of an hour gone. So it is still 0-0. Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Romario. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot, Neymar! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's rising! Harmlessly behind. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Zico.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Van der Vaart. And it's Robertson. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cross from Robertson.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That had too much on it. Cannavaro. Hakimi. Neymar. And he was alert to it. Yaya Toure. Searching pass he's played there. Aimed beyond the defence. Driving on and making good progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pullet was alert to the possibility. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. just looked a step too slow on it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's a little off target. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Elects to cross. And straight back out. And he's quick to snatch it back.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Robertson. And he's managed to get rid. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution for Milan, number 5.
The keeper doing his best to put him off.
20, Romario.
That is some save from Card.
Number 24, Donadoni.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And it's Neymar. And this is Torres. He's played it back. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? Shoots! What about that from Fernando Torres? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Right back in the game.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Knocks it into space. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Picked out and Hullet! And yes, it's there! We thought they were done, but never say never. You don't keep those out. He knew. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course. Although
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Oh, that's nice. Here's a chance! Zico! The man is a genius of his generation.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Played out wide. Zico. Lam has the space to scheme. He leaps for it. And there's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, played right into his path. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Lam. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Can he get on the end of this? Lam. Delivers with whip. And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Nesta making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Out towards the flank. And it's played in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Zico touches it back. Zico! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Impressive jump! And again! And it's been hooked away. Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Bellingham. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. And this is Torres. He's got away. He shapes to shoot. Header! And a neat finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the...
Goes for a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Corner number 2 then. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's McAllister. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Torres. Now that is a hefty challenge. McAllister, pull it. Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure. Vieira.
There will be 3
Can he get it through? Now it's Zico. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a pretty loose pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Milan, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. So straight into the second half.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Real chance! And that's in! And they are right back within touch! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So could they be onto something here? Zico. Now it's Torres. To Lahm. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Now then, the ball's come loose. In towards the back stick.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
They've won a corner. Bangladesh have their third corner. Hullet goes short. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. But that has not gone well. Now it's Vieri. Fernando Torres is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Zico. Lahm. And that is a little undercooked. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Zico.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zico stood up well to him there. And it's Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Zico. And this is... And a chance! Not the most accurate pass. Zico. He's had a shot! Zanetti. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's full it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Well, how's that for a... And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And here's from Mario. Lahm delivered. And a header! And again! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Hullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Takes a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Knocks it out wide. And he's there to retrieve it. Maldini. Van Dijk. And it's Hullet. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Look, shoots! Oh, good finish. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Passing is crisp and sharp, played out wide. Hangs one in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice bit of trickery. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
There will be 3
And he's
minutes
been
added
shifted off it.
time.
Hullet. Hullet! Now that is commitment to the cause. This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Romario. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Milan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. Busquets stands tall and stands strong. And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Romario. And this is Zico. Lam delivers the ball. Oh, great header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... It's Zico! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Zico probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Romario. Hullet is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Vieri. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Zico. Goes for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Cannavaro. Nedved. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Goes looking wide.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19, Vieri. Number 7,
Vieira.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 8,
Looking to
Bellingham.
pass their way up the
Number
pitch.
10,
Opts for
Messi.
safety. Tries to
Coming on the
pass it
field,
through.
Number 9,
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Number 17, Schneider. Number 11, Hazard.
And he stands tall,
Substitution in progress.
impenetrable. That pass has been well intercepted. Yaya Toure. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. Nice looking ball. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nedved.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids. Thuram. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
And
How would
now
you
I'd
sum
just
up what
like to
we've
read
witnessed,
out
Jim?
our fan club
Milan
members who are
undoubtedly
celebrating their
gave us the
birthdays today.
perfect example of how you start a game of football. They came out with purpose.
you.